Hi. Mm. 24 people. Please Kenny, don't collect his deck. Oh, I will. First I will keep this hand. Play Forest and a Guild Goose. I think Integral HDK is often on Yawgmoth. And by Yawgmoth I mean Focolor. I misspoke. Guys, is an okay draw. Don't care if they ran, don't care if they don't ran. County Garden, alright. It's Yawgmoth Mirror. Let's see. Well, cool. Does my opponent block Strangled guys with Yawgmoth if I attack? Ever. If I cast Yawgmoth, they do block. And I don't get 2 damage in. I think if they block, like the 2 damage is not worth that much even. I'll get a Swamp. And we're going to kill the Lighted Halfling. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? Oh, I can actually attack with a 3-2, yeah, that's good too. Put a counter on the Delighted Halfling. Sacrifice Geist. Return Geist. I guess in an extreme spot we could get Endurance here. But it sounds kind of wild. So now we get to attack with 3-2. Good. And I will use Yawgmoth to put a counter on my Geist by sacrificing the Gauss. And I'm going to kill the Halfling to reduce their mana so they can't cast a Yawgmoth on the next turn. They could cast Grist, kill my Yawgmoth, but then we can finish the Grist with Orcish Bowmeister maybe. So it's not overall too bad and they lose the plant or the life of the young wolf. Oh, we've got a floater. Could also sacrifice the guys to kill a plant token, but that seems not worthwhile, especially given they have both Young Wolf and Zulaport Cutthroat in my hand for the next turn, so... yeah, probably not wise to do that. Opponent seems to be a Cunning Garden collector. Young Wolf. How do you get an anime girlfriend? I think the answer is that you don't. They could have a chord for... Annoying. They could have a chord for... Bowmeister. So I guess I just play Young Wolf first and then I play... Well, I guess I have the County Garden. That place around it. So I go County Garden first, and Young Wolf, then Zulapur Cutthroat. Does that play around it? And then what do I do? Do I sacrifice a thing first? If I sacrifice the Young Wolf and the Chords, then I have not played around it. So I guess I'll just... Oh, no. I guess what I do is I play the County Garden and I sacrifice County Garden to kill one of their plants, and they can no longer chord. So maybe I even play the Young Wolf and then like sacrifice the Young Wolf. The same thing really. But then their Bowmaster cannot shoot anything. Well, it can't either. It doesn't matter. I think it's the same. Kill your plants so you cannot chord. Actually, it does matter because they could Bowmeister now and they have 2 damages because I also draw with Yawgmoth. So you can shoot the guys twice. Oh, kurwa, no. So I fucked it up. Because if I make the plant, it's the same if I make the plant. It's the same. But I did not fuck it up. Guess we see where the ping heads. Yeah, I can explore with my Bowmaster, but like that means I don't combo. I understand that. So the ping goes there. So I think we have to answer with Bowmaster. And just shoot my opponent's board. Because I can no longer combo. Damage goes here, then Young Wolf returns, then they deal the second damage to the Geist. So I should have played County Garden and Young Wolf. Right? Would it change anything? You can put a counter in response, right? What does it mean to put a counter? You want me to like use the proliferate ability? That's weak. Because I don't combo that way anyways. Like I'm just looking for lines to combo. I'm just gonna play my own Bowmasters and shoot the Bowmasters. That way my Geist is not gonna die. And Canister wins, okay. Sure. It's a little bit over the top, I think, but... You meant with the regular ability? What's the regular ability? The proliferate ability? I think that's bad. I mean, I was just looking for ways to combo this turn, but I don't think there was a way to combo through Bowmeister ever. Just didn't have enough mana, so we could have only paused the chord and then pop out. Oh well. So in the mirror. I don't know how to board in the mirror. It's possible that we would want the Thoughtseizes, the pylons. Thoughtseizes probably not. Fetal push. Scavenging ooze. What am I giving to the people of Barcelona? You can type the command, then you're gonna see. Well, it seems bad to have Noble Hierarch versus Bowmeisters. Like endurance in the mirror. That seems very odd to me. I mean, let's have the piles on a fatal push, especially since I'm on the draw. Fatal push is a 1 mana card, so you could cut the goose, maybe. I refuse to use your commands. Good, fine. I don't know about scavenging goose. I think I'll keep 1 endurance. I'll cut the evolution, because that's what you just do, I think. Hapatra seems okay. I don't know if scavenging goose against undying does actual anything. I'll cut 1 wall of roots, which might be okay or not. Here it is, my sideboard card. Hand seems keepable. Hi, you are very beautiful. Hello. An absolutely genuine and real person in my chat. If you were trapped in a room with anime, VTubers and Twitter users and you had a gun with only 2 bullets, what would you do? I would get us all out of there. The halfling, we have double black on the next turn. But also, if I fetch swamp, it's also beneficial. Let's fetch swamp. There is benefit to saving the verdant catacombs for the Dryad Arbor, but are the VTubers virtual in the room or are they VTuber actors? It's a good question. Darkboard Pathway. This is a card that Zerg played at the LMS and I have not played it myself as it seemed cringe to me. Fun. Nice Scaling Gardens. It isn't too bad. It's actually pretty nice. How much can we court for? I played Yawgmoth. Then I have 3 creatures untapped. 4, 5. Court X2. Can Hapatra? In the upkeep. Hapatra and the Undying is not a funny combination. I have not thought about that at all. Okay, you can just kill that creature over and over. I see, the creature will never die, but I can draw and draw and draw and draw. Other than entire Rebecca Black Friday video. Bros, the internet is so funny. Alright, so let's do that. Draw Cardos, seems good. They can minus Gris and kill my Yawgmoth. So let's actually think that through, because is it possible that I want to Just need a core in top 15 or so cards in that case. If I sacrifice the dork and plant, I get to... Okay, I see. If my Zulaport isn't before my cord. And I will have untapped snakes, because I can sacrifice the tapped plant, the tapped halfling. All to make... Well, I'm gonna have 2 snakes and a Hapatra. Will I be able to get the cord? Because... I guess I can sacrifice the wall too. But I count 4 green creatures, so I don't think I'm actually going to have the ability to cord. Although you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's gonna be 3 untapped green snakes and Hapatra. Or we will play Gardens. Okay, because Gardens also works for the core, the same core, that's true. Alright, let's do that thing then. Right, this is Yawgmoth. I can undo the wall anyways. This Crown Guardian is an extra creature that converts into an untapped creature again. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand that all creatures can be snakes. I just assume that first that I'm playing a forest because it's untapped for Chord of Calling, but Calling Garden is just as untapped for Chord of Calling because it's still a source. Wall of Roots is kinda broken. Broken old card. Vizier of Poisons. Of Poissons. Did you know that Poisson means fish in French? And it's funny because like it's also a thing you can eat, but it doesn't kill you, but it's just a fish. Seems like my opponent does have some trickery, which means that I don't get to do shit. X2? What are we doing over here? I think we just let that happen. Okay, Bowmeister and target Hapatra. So, if I respond to this... to get an extra ping, but with the other ping on the stack we can do stuff. So I have 2 pings targeting the Vizier of Poisson. Okay, so we don't get a snake for the last one, so I guess we can't combo on this turn. So let's just kill the insect token and forgo the combo. You need now cord for Y Young Wolf. Into core into Zulaport. Yeah, that sounds way too complicated for me. So I'll just skip. Zulaport Cam Throat. I'm gonna kill my Yawgmoth too. Yeah, I think it's better to have the counter on the Geist. Was for Greased. Maybe I sack the wall. Can endurance the guys. There's no endurance there. Maybe I want an extra untap Death Touch Snake over Halfling or the wall. Also prevent the army if we sacrifice a Patra at the end. So just an untapped snake seems okay. Mana dorks seem more valuable. Bros, I keep trying to kill this Strangleroot Geist and I never seem to be able to succeed. I still don't have a way to access an extra Yawgmoth, so I kinda keep drawing. This I think fizzles, right? This I don't draw. It is strange, I always drew cards in those spots, yeah. We have Scavenging Ooze to gain a bit of life. I mean, they're literally tapped out in their upkeep, they have 2 cards, so... I mean, I guess, I will die to a fail push now. So maybe convert the wall into a snake, still. Just in case. To make sure, like, not to die to something stupid like fatal push. Okay, I have a Corderoni now, but that's for the next turn. The Bowmeister gets countered. This I don't draw from. Could even die to Calling Garden if you only have 1 snake, exactly, yeah. But if they sacrifice the guys to kill the Yawgmoth, I believe I am favored in this game. Guess I'll just develop. Okay, so we want Grease in play, and presumably also this in play and gain an extra point of life. Like a wall, greased. Can I technically die to double Baumeister? Technically, yeah. Let's just play the Scavenging Ooze. More mana. Attack greased. Grease is a creature in the graveyard, so you can Scavenging Ooze it. Discard this greased. Masaju. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the ring, I guess. Wait, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So cord seems very good to have. I'll discard a Baumeister. Whatever. And in the upkeep I'll take a mana and I will consume the grist to be at 3 life. Discard a land, but I want to make my land drops. Pro is gonna endurance me. This is probably what they meant. What the person meant when they said in the chat, I like endurance in the mirror. Seems pretty great here. Not gonna lie. And we won the match, the mirror match. What's so funny that I guess I didn't even have a second black source. I had the halflings, but my lands is 4 forests, 1 swamp. So it was an interesting game. Some stuff happened. Pretty hard to wrap your head around everything at the same time, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, my hand doesn't wrap that well, exactly. Any head wrappers in the chat? I don't get why they conceded on 20 life. Can you fix Yawgmoth's mana base? Thanks and have fun. If you play Kali Gardens, you consign yourself to having a worse mana base. If you play Kali Gardens, you kind of probably want to play more Twilight Myers. Curious that you won having 18 cards in hand, yeah. With that being said, Kali Garden was basically 2-for-1 this game. Yes, and the mana base was like looking awkward this game, but I did manage to cast everything. And I think I just fetched... Did I fetch a forest? I think I fetched a forest this game. No, I fetched a swamp. Could take a look and see how many black sources are in the deck. Alright, so you just have 14 sources of black, which I think is below, if you don't count the halflings, or like maybe the ignoble hierarch or the hierarch, the goose. Recommended amount of sources for a black card on 4 mana sources is gonna be 16, I believe. That's the Karsten approved number. So we just have like, we are just below that. So what we could do is like not play third forest, maybe play like an extra overgrown tomb. That would make your mana base better. Or like an extra fetch. But then you'd have 5 fetchables versus 8 fetches, 7 fetches. Darkboard Pathway is a way to do that. Although I don't really like Darkboard Pathway because it's kind of a fake source. You If you ever set it to green, it's useless. Casting's number is just 90% likely to hit, yeah. Also, like, I just took your list and I switched the Darkboard pathway for a Blooming Marsh, so. Blooming Marsh is more of a black source. Twilight Mire acts like slightly more than a single source in this equation because drawing a single one with all forests still costs Yawgmoth. But it's like a little bit more than one source. So. And it only ever matters when you draw the Twilight Mire itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Overgrown Tombs there for one of the forests or Canning Gardens. I guess depends what you'd like. And then you're better. Because the mana dorks are also partially mana sources and they count for sure. But that's my mana base fixing for now. Are there enough creatures to play that land that produces any color but only for creatures? You mean Ancient Ziggurat? No. Well, Zerk, you can play Darkboard Pathway since it's your favorite. Or an extra Twilight Mire, I guess. But yeah, but like your mana base is just, it was 7 forests, so that's just kinda a lot. Maybe there is a black Canning Garden. Just buy tombs, wow. Oh yeah, or Jungle Hollow. Jungle Hollow sounds good with Yawgmoth, you get an extra activation. Probably second Canning Garden is the most cuttable. But it's been pretty cool this game and I liked it, so. What if we had Yawgmoth? That was also a red deck. And you'd have access to Dwarven Mines, that would be sick. And every fetch is just Dwarf. Sacrifice. Draw. Kali and Bowmeister's doing work to power up Cord. Yes. Would you play this if Scam is up there? You mean the Yawgmoth deck? I am playing it right now in the Prelim. Scam is up there. It is presumably a bad matchup. Bad matchups do exist. Did you miss the 4 Cultivator Colossus list? I did not. I have not played with it yet, so you have not missed it. Is there any tech we can put into to combat Scam? There's no trivial solutions in my understanding. Is this Gojira? Yes, it was Gojira. A single evolution, pretty much stock. Think so? Maybe not. I copied Xerxes from Bologna and he had 2 evolutions, but he was also complaining about evolution being bad for him, so I cut down to 1. And it's like the less Strangled guys you play, the less sense it makes, because Strangled guys into evolutions, the like best use of the card finds Yawgmoth. Other than that, the card kind of sucks, right? So I honestly would like probably rather play 0 than more than 1. I was also trying to put together a list that would use Gretchen Titch Willow in the Cultivator Colossus deck. It blocks Kahira, and I don't know if it's good, like just 1 copy. Could play more copies. Let's stick to Kahira for now. But I wanted to have Swan Songs in the sideboard, because they seemed good to me. So we can go Breeding Pool. I thought you didn't like Khan and Amulet decks. In Amulet Titan decks. This is just reframed entirely to being a Khan deck. Khan Ring, Colossus. You want Basic Island? I don't know if we do. Probably not in the main deck. No, probably not. $11 bounce lands. Let's go like 10 bounce lands. We don't really have a proper amount of sources for the Swan Song now. 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit improper, but so Karn just seems kinda strong now with the 1 ring being a thing and the passive stopping the 1 ring. Mykosin Grotto, exactly, yeah, that's like blue source. You want a lot of bounce lands, I know. We have Ancient Steering, so we have more bounce lands than you think. Hence multiple Vesuvas. I have no Vesuvas in this deck right now. Like, it doesn't make sense to play Vesuva before the bounce land. And I can't seem to fit as many bounce lands, so we're gonna go with 9 and we're gonna see how it plays. We will possibly double queue, but We have to check if this deck is functional. Kinda cringe that they did not let you have only one copy of the One Ring in your deck. True. Or maybe they should have just printed the one of One Ring as the only version of that card. It's like the only way it exists is the one ring. And make it modern playable for what it's worth. It's fine, but you have to... You know, you spare all other modern players. The ring should be an actual ring. And not stupid card. Yeah. Yeah, very true. Gonna keep this. Crazy choice to discard. Okay, another beast. So Cavern of Souls, naming beast. And I believe I'll do this and put Miko's in Gardens into play. Cast Stirrings for 2 mana next turn. Polluted Delta Pass. Is that scam? Your match has started. TSP Endrek. Oh no, that's gonna be a grindy one. Kinda want to take a Saga. If they play blue and they would be able to counter my Amulet. Probably is just scam, but what if my point is like he drowned in the log gamer? Journey of Discovery is a little bit surprising to you. Okay. It's certainly a bad card. I just put it into my deck anyways. Okay, this so-called scam. I don't know if I should keep this against TSP Hendrix playing control. So I go turn 2 mana 2/2. No. Right, this is much better against control. When grieved my Carnold. Yeah, but he has Kahira now and I know that he's been playing blue-white. Can I still be like, Grease, yeah, that's good against control. Well, isn't it? It's pretty good, I think. Points with their scam deck, they're on one card right now. I don't know where they all went. They have nothing. Is this Kahira Amulet? Yeah. Only 2 lands, but... No, I guess we can twine. That's awesome. Right, this card is awesome right now. Wow, that's so good. I'm playing 4 of them. And 8 forests next time. In the meantime, I am stalling against TSP. I have to play Whack-A-Mole. In the meanwhile, Yendrak is doing stuff. Playing in Narset, who grabs Leyline Bonding. I could play the One Ring, it's not too good though. I think we just play the guys, sure, and attack Narset. No i chuja tam. Hoping. Sroping. I like when Yendrak and Canister play it, it's like they're playing a match for Polish Streamer Championship. Yeah. I think I'll play Priest. I mean, I have a card in hand, but so what? I think my card is gonna win with like this amount of mana. Grease got bonded. We don't need to sideboard because I only have Swan Songs in my sideboard, so I think I'll ignore that. The Fairy. Plus. Yeah, they're only has 2 cards. I think he was keeping a counterspell last turn. So I wonder if I even play my ring now. If I draw more good cards, I just kinda need to deploy them though. He has 2 cards and there is a chance he doesn't actually have it as minimal as it is. So I'll just play. Okay, see, don't be a coward. I guess that's bad. I got into mining. Ah, that was really bad. Fuck. Of course. Yeah, no card. I should have waited with the tapping. Should have tapped. I mean, he would wait like and tap. Once I tap it, he would cast it even on his turn. But alas. Upkeep verdict. Cool. Cool beans, bro. Can court for 2. Bowmeisters versus the Fairy. Or a Strangleroot to attack it. Makes Yawgmoth great. But Bowmasters is good if like he draws a ring. If a permanent leaves the battlefield, is it really a permanent in the first place? I don't think so. Yeah, not so permanent now, brother. Jędrek isn't the guy to play the ring. No, no. He's ring pilled. Why not ping the ferry? Tak go atakuje, no już na jedno wychodzi. Się nie czepiajcie. I missed. Because there was no creatures, so I was like, okay, I can't ping creatures. But of course could ping the ferry. Znowu ten the ferry, kurwa, chodzi, cofa. I guess I keep this. Ten mi kurwa repriva zarzuca. Mhm. Nice. He didn't even draw. Was waiting for me to bowmaster again. Reasonably. So I'm gonna cut the Gilded Ghost. I have 2 Thoughtseize. I don't really have anything. I could play Endurance for having Flash into Verdict. Definitely don't want Evolution. Apatra seems bad against a creatureless deck. I mean, Endurance sucks. You can have the Might. Might seems okay. Alright, I guess that submits. Yeah. Let's go. Halfling into Greased into Win. Okay, I don't think the Sand wins. Use control ever. So I play meaningless cards. That's an okay hand. That's a pretty good hand, actually. Pan Dragawańczyka zagrywa. If I can take a hit from Ragavan, that means I can play a turn to ring. Okay, I guess. Gdzie jest mój stwór? Gdzie się podział mój stwór? Sold to that, okay. Ray needs to counter that. Nice Binding Lens Dork, yeah. Very nice. Point cast into the fire on my Amulet, which they miss a land drop too. What's the button to ban a person from the chat? Ban. Oh, found it. Narset. What did Narset grab? The one cock ring? Could Grease kill the army? Or I could get another Bowmaster. Have two Bowmasters in play. Grease seems better. Seems hard to deal with. I already moved the counter. Ring, 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 ring. Tururutu. I could Fury both of my Grazers, or I guess Bowmaster one of them, but that's fine. Why don't you just use the ring immediately? What if I have another Bowmaster? Then I get two Amasis for no reason? No, he doesn't have a verdict. It's like pretty clear he doesn't have a verdict. Right? Haha. Coward of Calling. Alright, that's fair, but slightly cringe. How is Mr. Beast doing today? The Mr. Beast deck, we have the ring, we have Cultivator Colossus, soon hilarity is gonna ensue. O kurde. Well, maybe no hilarity. They cut themselves off of black. Mosage searching. Can find Carnold. What can Carnold grant to me? Maybe you should have plus. Haywire Might. Let's get Haywire Might. Sounds like a plan. It's not like they can cast this card. Might be better just get a mid-range card. Maybe it was better to plus. Entirely. Who knows? Thank you, Cherry. XD Man for the raid. This person look like respect the cat. Yeah, it's the Gachi man. Stable Sedge just in case. Next turn you're gonna pop. Bro. How the fuck do you counter my uncounterable spell? Pisze przecież can't be countered. Jak byk stoi. I mean, it's at 6. No. This is insanely broken. Like, what the actual heck? They just print cards like 4 mana, destroy all creatures. This is... Like, who greenlit that? Much new reg, designer of a card game, Magic the Gathering. And then you're like, yeah, for 4 mana, I will simply destroy all creatures. When Hidetsugu consumed all, which destroyed my Amulet and a copy of my Amulet, which I didn't suspect is gonna happen. Rude. Next turn we can pop with the Colossi. I mean, he's gonna take damage, right? Goes to 2, needs to play the other ring now. And then what? Like, I don't get to win either, but... You know. First they print that, then they ban Juggernaut. Bros, it's cold in those streets. Yeah. No cofnął sobie pierścienia, zajebiście, zajebiście. Oj, 4 amuletti. I think this proves that my deck is at least somewhat functional. Can I post the Amulet list on the stream decker? I can, yeah, in the future. I think I played this over the Young Wolf casting. Grease notably is each opponent loses life, which is kind of nice because it goes around protection. Grease does no longer get around protection. Titan is so hard on digital. Titan is easy. Mr. Beast is rough with Quad Amulet. It's protection. Well, I don't even kill with a ballista yet. Reprieve this. Is the ring better since they still have protection? Better than what? Oh, I mean as I play. I wanted to just play creatures. But it's close. Subtlety. No daj suba dla widza. Rayman hasn't been good in blue-white since 2017, but what if we change its colors? Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that works. But yeah, now I get to play a young wolf, and I have 2 lethal threats. Is what I wanted to do. Wow, draws a card. I mean, he did remend my uncounterable spell today. Here I'm like down 14 minutes on my opponent, which shouldn't have joined the double queue, but was bored for like 5 minutes and decided to do that. No, ostre pierścienia tutaj jest. Double Q Master. I mean, double QR. Normal binding, yeah. Don't you kill with Bowmaster Spaceball? Question mark. Opponent has protection from everything. So if I do it on his turn, then I kinda do, I guess. So maybe I should keep them up. But it was a pretty nice window to play the ring. Had to be dealt with, and he still needs to deal with the Bowmasters like they're gonna still happen. And they're mostly getting countered if they're getting dealt with, and you know, that made him spend a binding. Doesn't he die to the One Ring now? Solitude's Kahira, I guess. So better to upkeep this? Not really. Well, it's not better to wait till the upkeep against Subtlety? The Solitude gains them 3 life. Well, so it's better not to wait till the upkeep because of the Solitude. I'll type GG in the chat to signify to my opponent that they can pass priority to me. Well, they have to cast Solitude proactively first in the upkeep for 5 mana. Otherwise, he couldn't. He would need to Solitude pitch. I mean, pitch cast, sure, but then he pitches. He needs to have the pitch. When said you waste my time, I waste yours. Seems like. Yeah, there's still game 3 against Jendrik, so I was hoping that I can finish the deal with this opponent. Maybe I'll carry Wall of Roots for an endurance to have a flash threat. Flash seems valuable. Really good against Blue-White. I don't know if it's really good. Like sometimes people gonna like mention, I bring up like an obviously mediocre but maybe still worthwhile card against a matchup and they're gonna be like, yeah, it's really good. Don't you know that's Flash? It's a 3/4 no text but has Flash. Okay, well that's really good. I guess. Kalani got really good against Blue-White. Fair. Muy buenos días, Piotr. Englando, s'il vous plaît. Misty Rainforest really good against Blue-White. I agree. Buenos dias equals good morning. I know, but I just ask you to speak in English in this channel. Because it's an English speaking channel. And everyone in the chat speaks English. Oh, I skipped combat. Damn. Cancer wins the match. Good. You can easily transform 10 million funds into $10 million. How? $1 from one fund. How do we extract that alchemy? It's a bit odd to see that counter spelled. Because I don't know what I would get. Greased. If I get Greasy can bounce Leyline Binding. It's a good play. -1 damage. I guess he doesn't want to have a counter spell because I have the halfling. Okay, it makes perfect sense that he spent counter spell on Cord. Guess he can salt with like something now. I can't Corden. Which is a bit weird jump. Yeah, I can score my turn. Like that's fine. He spent salted or nothing. Maybe they have another counter, maybe. I probably should have kept some mana untapped so I can play the Yawgmoth if I draw it. Because the Yawgmoth just doubles the amount of cards I can draw. It's playing too fast. But I guess I got to attack for some damages, so there is that. Like I tapped Dryad Arbor instead of tapping the insect token, so that's obviously just bad. Especially the summoning sick one. That's just like straight up loose. Now he gets to do that, which is annoying. Great draw. Yeah, unironically a great draw. Sure. We won. I did win the Titan match, yeah. Nice control deck. When it Grease get errata to Squadron Hawk, that is true that I did draw all 4 Greasts. Niby board wipe, a tylko wzmocnił, no właśnie. Good point from Zerk here. Not really a board wipe as like a board enhancer. But now I just want to play 4 Stranglewood Geist again because they're so strong. Somebody was asking for the deck list of this questionable deck. It is getting uploaded to Stream Decker. It is on my Stream Decker. I do not intend to do that Olsen, but I think it just happens rather than gets planned. I recall people played Strangleroot Geist in Standard just for being good. People played Strangleroot Geist in Modern for ages in the famed mono green Stompy deck, which I guess wasn't really never all that good, but it existed. Strangleroot Geist, Leatherback Bile-off, aspect of the Hydra. Check Yellow Hat stream. Okay, if it's not worth it, then I'm gonna be sad. He's watching my stream. Fair. Turn 1 Kalnigar, turn 2 Bowmasters, turn 3 Grease. This is a mid-range hand. It doesn't work against a good amount of matchups, but I guess I can keep this. We have a 1-2-3 curve. This is the I don't want to shuffle hand in paper. Sort of. With 0 of poisons. Do you need both a ticket and a badge to be able to play at MagicCon Barcelona? The badge is for entering the venue. That's all it does. If you want to play in any tournaments, you need to pay the entry fees for them separately. But I think the like baseline entrance is 80 euros. It's kind of crazy that it has like 80 euros to even show up, ja pierdolę. Oj, oj, oj. Oj, 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 widzu. Widzu. What is the ticket for? Well, I just told you what you need to do, right? You need to... There's a badge that lets you enter the venue. The MagicCon, Spice, the area, the event. And then if you want to play in any tournaments that happen there, you need to enter them separately and they have their entry fees. That is all there is to it. So the badge is only good for showing up. You're still gonna need to pay for any tournaments you're gonna participate in. It's a bit problematic that my Bowmasters didn't really do anything here. If I win the badge, can we hang out like best buddies? Sure. Kill Teferi, that seems insane. I'll kill Ren. XD, okay. When creativity draws like that, it's unfair. I've not realized it's creativity. I assume it's folklore, but I guess they all have mountains, so probably. This is extremely confusing to me. Well, you have MagicCon Barcelona. To enter MagicCon Barcelona, which is a con, right? A convention. You need to have a badge, which costs money. Or you can win that badge in the giveaway that I am giving it away. And then what you do once you're there, it's up to you. But one of the offerings of the con is tournaments of Magic the Gathering, the card game, which you can participate in. I hope that helped. I don't think I can explain it in clearer words. So that's all I can try to help you with. Yeah, sure, the guy fetching all mountains is probably on Bring to Light. Yeah. I just didn't think of that, but that makes sense that they are creativity. I'm probably going to cast Graced. Will I? Maybe I'll play Wall Hapatra. Ja już nie wiem co zrobić. Because this is Dryad Arbor, it's not a forest, so it is summoning sick. I thought creativity was a deck of the past, yes. I think I'll play Wall Hapatra. That sets up for a Yawgmoth better. Because just the Gris, like, I make an insect, but so what? What kind of content is happening in said con? Are there panels and interviews and all the con stuff? There is some panels, yeah, there is stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure. I will be mainly intending to participate in the tournament portion, but from what I've seen when I was there in the like general area during the PTs, it's a big hall. It has two areas for tournaments, like smaller tournaments, bigger tournaments, PTQs, winner boxes, drafts, whatnot. And then there's like a stage where somebody was always on and was like presenting some stuff, like game nights, like EDH, various EDH things. Sometimes it played the Pro Tour coverage, sometimes it had Riley nights saying, like, hosting something that seemed like a pastiche of a game show, like a tournament, where some people, I don't know who they were shouting. So that's what I've seen when I've been at the MagicCon in Minneapolis and Philadelphia. There was also a lot of artist booths, which with big queues where people sign their cards. And I think that's all that comes to mind. Will you go to the big Barcelona church? I think I've been. I don't think I've been inside, but I've been around it like 4 times. Boobs where people sign their cards. I said boobs. I agree that the entry fee is steep. I'll board in Footsies. And I don't know what I'll cut. Endurance seems pretty trash. You have Meatech for binding. Or not. Seems pretty bad. Let's keep one endurance so I can reshuffle my Zula port. PT Barcelona. Yeah, we said I don't know. Barcelona is with AC. I don't know what you're talking about. Hopefully I can get a tasteful picture of my favorite cosplayer. Yeah, maybe you can. There's always some cosplayer cosplaying around, you know. On pile, no pylon 206. That seems like a bad strat to me. Will Spike kiss you? Probably not. But I can't know for sure. I don't know if I should keep this hand. It develops kind of okay, but then what? Let's say we keep. People here like to say it as Barcelona. I never heard that, but maybe. What was so cringe about your situationals, tell us in detail. Ja bym to zagibzdzielił na S-sie? Co to znaczy? Will I kiss you? Probably not. But you never know. Will I attend the Elia Woods DJ party? I don't know anything about his DJing projects. So if it costs more than 5 euros to enter, then I probably will not. To chłop mi Stern Scalding zagra? Spell Snera? Co jest kurwa? Co to za czary? Spell Snery do cholery. Spell Snare? Co jest kurwa, ty wiesz ile mam lat, całą pościel mi upierdolicie? O czym ty mówisz? Better than change the equation TBH. Yeah, change the equation was pretty odd actually. Hit face. I think it's very real to kill Ren. They play Teferi now. I think hit face is weak. I ran into Teferi. Answer's Bowmice is pretty okay. But I don't know, I don't think hitting face was that good. Łapskoma. A, jakie kurwa dzień dobry to znam, ale nie wiedziałem, nie znałem więcej tych loru. Well, it's, you know, they are up a fetch and a card. And they are up 2 planeswalkers unless I have 3 halflings to kill them. Or 2 halflings at least. Will Posty be attending? Also, I don't know. You get a Tranquil Ticket MTG card with entry to the DJ party? Really? How much does it cost? Can we request some, like, does he have songs? Or like, is he just like a different kind of a DJ, like one that doesn't have songs? Can we request some of them? Experience, Frodo. Kurwa, dobieram. I wonder how many other celebrities play Magic. I wonder how many celebrities play Magic and don't know what a Planeswalker is. Is it the time? I would really like to kill a dwarf. But I get an extra ping. Checkmate, bro. You're dead. I mean, it is nice they go to free and they don't get to bind my Bowmasters and they have free life and they die. Unless creativity happens. Have I watched 69 Secrets of the King of MTGO recently? No, not recently. Only back then. But I guess the beatdown Swan. Opponent has Veil of Summer against my Yawgmoth deck, which makes sense. Should I have Metek in my deck? Over the Endurance? I really don't know. Because Endurance does like next to nothing. Except for reshuffling my Zulap or Cutthroat or serving as a free card in my deck. Free creature to card with during my combo turns, but that sucks. Let's have Metek. Any consideration for pile on, Mr. Streamer? I'm only gonna board and pile on if Zerg tells me to do so, because it seems not good. very reactive of a card against a matchup where I don't want to be this reactive, and very bad against the fairy. And they also have Veil of Summer, which is the absolute deal breaker. Forcing for binding fabled treasures. That sounds like one of the worst strategies I have ever heard about. Do I still not play Genshet? I don't play Genshet. Maybe I'll play a little bit with the new set, the new update, the new area. Nice sand, by the way. But so far I've played Zelda. The Summer Klee even is pretty fun at the moment, assuredly. When I play games like this, I really need to just 100% everything, and then I get sucked in. I play for a lot like Zelda. Similarly, I'm not gonna rest until I collect everything I can in Zelda. Oof. Well, not the Koroks. The Koroks I will not collect. But like every armor, every quest, upgrade every armor fully. Every shrine. See, Geist is great. Yeah. I never claimed that it's not. Nie, nie binduj. Kurwa, mordo. Why binding? I guess I get fucked over if they have creativity. Why not halfling into Bowmeister? Because I thought I'll have a grease after creativity, but they can just bring the token. I think I'm in a tough spot. They have creativity, so I guess we're gonna hope that they don't have it to begin with, but yeah, I guess. Or rather, don't the other play. After further consideration. The thing is that I would need to play the Bowmeister at sorcerer speed, so it's pretty bad too. Yeah. No, I prefer to play Grease because of the Myers. O kurwa. No to zaskoczył chłop. What the fuck? Fails to find a basic forest, fails to find a basic plains. What the actual... What the fuck? Doesn't even work, right? You can just still kill the creature. Co ten chłop zrobił tutaj? Wyczarował. Well, works. It does not work versus Grease, what I mean. Wolf. Do I want to Wolf Bullmaster? I think so. I do even kill this? I do. Why do they have a Yashar in their creativity deck? Have you ever seen something like this? Wait, you can suck with Grease to kill Yashar? Yes, you can. Why wouldn't you? Didn't I want to play the halfling instead of... And now they say GG in the chat? Why? Bug abuser. There was no bug being abused, chat. Grease, like, it only stops costs, and Grease is not a cost. So I assume they cut Archons. So they didn't have any more creatures to creativity for. They showed you hand with Archon. Yeah, what I mean is that they cut down to one Yashar and one Archon as their monsters. So bad. Also, why they scoop right now? This is like, what? You have an iteration, you can cast your iteration. Like, why don't you just cast your iteration? You're not even like in a bad spot. I have like some stuff, but find binding, bind grease, being bowmasters, you're in an okay spot. I don't know. They didn't get a dwarven mine because they needed to find a green or white source for Yasharn. I think they fetched the steam vent, sacred boundary rather. Didn't they? Because this is a Grixis Triome and a steam vents, and this is a green white monster. This is the all access pass month. Imagine having access to all cards and you add Yasharn to your deck. Yasharn also turns off their fetch. I'm pretty sure it's opponents only, isn't it? Players! Players! 4 mana card and it's players? But also you have the Dwarven Mind. This is such a deep situation and such a deeply confusing situation all around. I'm confused. This was an amusing game of MTG. I agree. It was amusing. And we are 3-0 in the Prelim now. Plausible explanation, rage quitting from Yashan dying. Yeah, probably that. GG, I was a creativity player. Nice cyborg plan, my friend. Very innovative. Breaking the conventions that many Yawgmoth players and many creativity players just kind of go by and like you don't even think twice, but you did the new thing. Alright, can we sneak in a match with Mr. Beast? Probably not, but let's try. I'm going to play Pro Tour Barcelona. And I'd have no idea what to play. I won the spot playing Pioneer. You should play Living End. If you like it. If you don't like it, then you should play Baron, sure. Always lose to Baron with everything. But then when I play Baron, I also go 3-2. But more often 2-3. So it is confusing. Will I be playing the Modern Challenge in 12 hours at 3 a.m.? Sure. And I will absolutely stream it. What do I think Shota will be on? I'd guess Merc on Living End or Living End. I have no idea. Assuredly on something cool. 3 a.m. challenge. Kanye, will you play my local FNM in 3 hours? Probably not. Where is it? Living End with Mutavault, okay. Bloodmoon turn 2, Prage. I'll sure hope that's not gonna happen. Den of the Bugbear is a little bit odd. But I think I've seen scam decklists with Den before. It's really odd with Daffy Voidwalker, so... Oof. An irrelevant card. Let's go Karn. Plus to make them not have the treasures. Few days ago I watched Fluffy and Moderate Prison lost to each line of text individually because he didn't bother to read all of the One Ring. I don't know who's Fluffy, but I feel bad for them now. Was Explore card into Ballista an option? It was, but I'm just looking for bigger stuff. And I wanted to prevent the treasures that seemed relevant. Potentially, and then next turn we can wish with Carnold anyways, and I can use my Explore for actual extra mana. Maybe I get map. No, let's get 4 amulets. I hope Explorer draws Mr. Beast. Zero lands for Amulet, my favorite. No cap, it's very fun. Jestem jeszcze Loki. Not this, Mr. Beast. Oh no. Whoops. Pięć. 13. 20 mana. Stanton Ballista. Mindslaver. The One Ring. Or Phyrexian Metamorph. Scared with the ring, yeah. Canessa, I remember you talking about Pioneer Sack versus Rakdos Mid, how midrange has some good tools to win the Sack matchup. Which cards and strategies do you like versus Sack in the matchup? 4 Shoulderheads, 4 Seizes Passport, Go Blanks, Bankbusters. Like little few creatures and card advantage. Basically. Carry Mindslayer please for fun. Well, I don't want to just throw. Which it kinda would be. Hitotsugu is gonna be a little mean here. Well, they won't have Hitotsugu. Stainings are not cooperating here. Misty for a forest in case they draw a Blood Moon. That probably would be wise, yeah. Bros, it's game 1. They won't have Hidetsugu. They won't have EE. Just calm down. You're gonna just play like some, you know, Fable of the Mirror Breaker once again. Because the good cards in the format. It's so good, right? Mr. Beast, not this one. Okay. There's been an issue with how... Wow, this is pretty good against Mr. Beast. The big one. TBH. Maybe Summoner's Pact isn't so bad. Certainly I am wishing for one or some way to tutor the guy. And Karn was kinda not good. Ay caramba. Can you just make a single ring in response to the Amulet triggers? Oh shit, that's... It's true. Bros. I mean, how the Bowmaster says a little bit not so good, but... But it's very funny. Okay, I can get under protection. Can you just laugh at you? Yeah, rightfully so. Bros, this line was crazy. It was insane. Very good line, Olsen. And a very funny one at that. I hadn't realized that it's like a thing. So we have protection. Ale lody są kręcone. Cancer will promise not to laugh. I mean, I've seen your deck. Somebody posted it in the Discord. It looked like the worst deck I've ever seen, and I was like, yeah, seems about fitting for Mr. Doomwake. The infamous green Entwine sorcery from the Mirrodin block. Journey of Discovery. Exactly. Oi, oi, oi. We're trapped here. Okay, no worries. Okay. Oh, what a funny line. This one situation alone would be enough for you to shelve this deck indefinitely, you think so? Raesht. Yeah, this line comes a lot in the Meta Breaker deck, Timeless Amulet. Timeless Amulet. I play Delightful Halfling. I'm not gonna sideboard the Swan Songs in. Rash is playing a Stomping Ground and Search for Tomorrow. Is Rash qualified? Mayhaps. Bolt the Dork. Okay. One lander. Sure. Evil Wolf for Yogg for Lethal Bro. No. Well, that line would require me to evolution the Wolf for a Yawgmoth, which is also impossible. Given that Wolf costs one. It does seem like my opponent kept a one lander, yeah. But with ransom. Hapatrę? Czemu Hapatrę, a nie tego? Geista? Tam se Geista, bo... Dla Beki? Myślałem, że lepsze w jakiś sposób jest, ale... Co kurwa, tact for 2, I tact for 1. Alright, easy matchup. Now, how do we sideboard there? What Caesars? What Sizers? It's a Ren deck, but I kinda want Ignoble. Bowmaster seems kinda weak. Maybe one Endurance to be able to reshuffle. Hapatra. Submit. I think. Maybe Categories, because it's kind of like a mid-range slow card. No, not the Bowmeisters. Archering. Let's be hopeful and draw 2 forests. No. Let's play 2 more lands. Small Descent, it has mana but nothing. This seems a bit better. I think put back Fetch. Probably better to put back Overgrown Tomb or Forest because Fetch can be a Dryad Arbor if I flood. Guys, this is an excellent draw for my evolution. Non-amulet hands like these seem untenable. Yeah, certainly relying on the amulet a lot. And it's kind of embarrassing now. Well, you can like ring and then you have lands in hand. No, I wanted to save the commando for the next game. I didn't want to spend it too early. Just didn't feel like playing it yet. Didn't want to be vulnerable to discard with my Kahira. The Thran Physician. Well, that was an issue. This could be played around. Let's play the Bowmaster. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll pass a Kendry combo here anyway, so I hope they don't play Primeval Titan do 3-4. Shoot my Yawgmoth twice. Wish. What are we getting? Flame Slash? Piffing Needle. Igłę mi chłop poszukał. Mam mitkę w deku? Nie mam. A Bossage'u wiem, że mam, wiem, że Bossage, tylko chcę sprawdzać, czy muszę korda dobrać, czy coś innego. If I hit the one ring of my deck, or is it their one ring? It seems to be theirs. No? It doesn't say owned by Canister. Oh, they hit Ancient Stirrings, and they hit a one ring. This was pretty good. From 2 lands, 2 sagas. That was my twist. The beast is a 12/12 Vigilante. Let's attack with my Vigilance creature. They have protection, but you know what I say about protection. What do they say? Yeah, you know. You know. I am known for my exquisite timing. Brotherhood's End, Wish. Brotherhood's End. And what? Ay, caramba. We're gonna die this game.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Kaniki, I love you.
Thanks. In what manner? In a game one. Fair.
Bussy.
Their army is a 13-13. My Colossus is a 15-15. Hmm. Is it gay to love someone a bit? Probably should have attacked with the Colossus while it still
Joel
had
underscore?
vigilance. Maybe not. I died to a land. Jatura's proving ground, proven that I am dead. So, next game, as they say. Oh, the gay stuff? Kuroxa. Let's arrest your friends. I met him and I've talked with him before. It's not my friend really. But he's a fellow Paul. Endurance survives the sweeper, I guess. Jeden Fortune Driada i Nidla. Nie, Driada to nie ma w tym deck w ogóle. Maybe I might, but... What time does the challenge start tomorrow? At 5 p.m. EU time. Does it help to make constructs? Not really. Well, maybe it does a little bit. See, I can only have to water one thing. It's not very useful to Atawara the Bowmasters. I wish it would say that they have protection or not, because I don't remember. I think they did have protection. Seems like a keep. Oh, I died to Croxa. Sad. Gonna have to explode in the last game in 4 minutes. We died to, well, I mean, yeah, I guess we died to Bowmasses because I couldn't draw with my ring. I prefer the one ring. It has to be the case, right? No, jak mówiłem, nie ma Driady w deku. I find Scape Shift to be a pretty tough matchup for Yogg. Possibly. I think this game is going decently well. Maybe it's not gonna. Miss land drop? Looking for a Yawgmoth. Bold face, what? I guess it makes sense. I need the life points to draw cards, so... And we court for the Zulapor Cathro, then we win the game. 4-0 the Prelim. Spend the halfling mana. Yeah, sure, didn't matter this time, but we 4-0 the Prelim rather easily, so... Seems like Yawgmoth is just straight up insane. Best deck to have ever existed in Modern. Alright, the Cardinals kinda do suck in this deck. I was thinking they're gonna be better, but they kinda suck a tiny bit. Karn for Metamorph for big gruszenie. Possibly, I can get the Metamorph next turn, yeah. Or not. No green mana. Karn for coating, that's probably better, yeah. That's probably a good spot for Karn for coating. That's awkward. 5 chests, 1. I have to say, Orcish Bowmaster is deeply unfair. Yeah, attacking face seems stupid. Metamorph Copy Bowmeistera. Shit, miss line again. That was a pretty good line. This is why single queuing is generally preferable to double queuing, chat. Starring_darkness, thank you very much for your subscription. What an odd line. What kind did we miss? Line? I could have minus Karn, get Metamorph, copy Bowmeister and have killed their Bowmeister and kept an army in play. No weź się odczep, panie Bumeister. This kind of sad that there are now 2 powerful 2 mana value staples that punish X once. Well, it's sad, but then you remember that Ragavan exists, and it's only fair. You remember that it's only fair. I think they actually shouldn't, Mark says. I think it's fine as it is without that. Alright, I can't just beat the moons. It's lame. So it seems like Blood Moon and Orcish Bowmasters are a bit powerful against my deck, and well, it's cool. I'm not sure if it improves meaningfully on anything from Amulet in the form as is. Well, it is nice that you don't have the final lands to draw. That you never draw Boros Garrison, I guess. Sorry about the slow play. Well, I was the one slow playing, so you're welcome, I guess. And thank you for the match. So that said, this is gonna be all for today. Yawgmoth was based, we 4-0'd. It was simple, easy. The matchups were Raished on Valakut, Integral HDK on Mirror. 2-hour stream, 3 hours in 5 minutes. Bro. Tomorrow, long stream because we're gonna be battling in the challenges. We also played against Yashimoro on Creativity and Yendreg on Control. What is the normal schedule? My schedule is a little bit not a little bit random. But it's mostly based around the prelims right now. And I just stream when there are prelims that are happening. So if you know the prelims by heart, the modern ones, then you can guess when I'm gonna be live. What are my favorite MTG Polish players? Don't say Sodek. Zerg 4 is a very strong player. Very respectable when it comes to its Magic the Gathering card playing abilities. and Alan Andrzejewski, who sometimes is in this chat under the nickname of Asmodeus, and also plays on model under a different nickname of Sknerus McQuatch. He's also a pretty strong player. So I don't know if like you want just like on the base of playing or of anything else, but that's what I would say. There's an Arena Max play in today BTE. Sure. Thank you for letting me know. Do I work a job outside of streaming? Curious how realistic it is. Well, if not for the MPL, I probably would need to find a real occupation instead of streaming, so it's not very realistic, but I don't do anything besides playing cards. Right now. So, 4 on the Prelim with Yawgmoth. Maybe that means I'll play Yawgmoth in the challenge tomorrow. Video editing, copium. Well, what I mean is I'm not employed. Like video editing, it's like a part of being a streamer. But I also don't even do that often. Play the Mr. Beast deck tomorrow. I feel much better about myself when I perform well in challenges rather than poorly, so I will probably not do that. How much did I like the ring in Yogg? I think 2 is about right. It's cool sometimes, but it's not like great. But in some games it's really helpful. 2 felt like an okay amount. Alright, I'll send you over to I don't know, Nasif. Who's streaming? Hide thumbnails. Show thumbnails. Block. What does that mean to block? Jędrek pewnie kończy streama, to Nasifa zrajduje. See you nerds.